Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a smart home device that I've been looking at for a long time, an air purifier. Now, we have reviewed many air quality devices over the last year from companies such as Apollo Automation and Air Gradient, links in the description to both. These devices do a great job of measuring the impurities in the air and alerting you if there's an issue, but they can't do anything about it. Well, now there's finally a device that can. Introducing the SwitchBot Air Purifier. This device not only actively cleans the air of impurities and odors, but also looks like a high-tech bedside table. It has an integrated light that can show the air quality and even has an inbuilt wireless charger. So the question you're all asking is, does it work? Can I control it from Home Assistant? And is it any good? Let's check out the particular matter measurements, take a deep breath and dive on in. There are basically three major parts: the air purifier itself, a wooden tabletop, a power supply, and various documents, plus a robust screwdriver, a welcome change to the usual flimsy screwdriver that usually is provided. The base is cylindrical with a height of 42 centimeters and 25 centimeters across. The lower 2/3 have rib to provide strength and aesthetics, I assume, while the top is smooth to house the motors and electronics. To the rear at the bottom third is a section of housing that can be removed to reveal a cylindrical filter, more on that later. And at the top is a small drawer with a snowflake design with the words push on it. This is where you can place scents that can be diffused into the room while the air is being filtered. To the top of the cylinder is slightly domed with a connection to a recessed section. This connection is used to connect to the oval wooden tabletop. The tabletop section measures 42 centimeters in length by 29 centimeters in width and is made from what looks to be made of wood, but probably isn't real. The top has a powerful wireless phone charger integrated and concealed, which has a raised non-slip silicone ring making it virtually invisible from the top. Beautiful aesthetics. Below the wooden top is an inverted opaque white dome that incorporates a variable intensity LED light, which you can set the light manually or have it show a color scale indicating the air quality. This connects to the top of the base section with a short electrical connection, twists into place and secures with two included screws at the side, hence the included quality screwdriver. Setup is super simple, as it uses SwitchBot's approach of pairing with Bluetooth for ease of setup. I'll assume that you already have the SwitchBot app loaded and have created an account. Also that you have assembled your air purifier and plugged it in. Press the plus icon in the top right hand corner. Press Add Device. The app will search with Bluetooth for any devices that are close by. Select your air purifier table. The app will direct you to press the power button for 2 seconds and wait until you see the Wi-Fi indicator flash quickly. Now you can press the Connect Device button. The app will go through its pairing process, discovering the device and connecting to it. Now enter your 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi SSID and password and press Next. Select a name for your air purifier and select a room. Press Done. Side note is that at this stage your air purifier was detected and connected through the Amazon Alexa integration and added to my account. You have basic functionality of being able to turn on and off and set the level of the fan speed, but you cannot set a schedule or a delay function or color or intensity of the LED, which is a shame. Once finished, you'll be dropped into the main control screen of the air purifier. Now, as usual with such devices, when they are first added, they need a firmware upgrade. I usually do this for such new devices to make sure that I get the full functionality straight out of the box. Now, the first and biggest feature for me was that this air purifier is aesthetically pleasing while having excellent features and functionality, even including a powerful wireless charger built into the tabletop. It actually looks like a modern piece of furniture as opposed to a more standard domestic white box or cylinder that sits in the corner. There is only really the IKEA Starkvin that comes close. But remember, if you don't care about the form over function, then you can still buy this slightly cheaper without the tabletop, links in the description. Then you get the built-in atmospheric lighting for ambience or functionality to show the air quality in the room, plus a light sensor is included so you can drive automations from within the SwitchBot application based on this value. Then you come to the main feature, The powerful air purification system. The venting on the unit allows for 360 degrees of intake that can process a room of 20 square meters with a ceiling height of 2.4 meters in 7.2 minutes. That's 236 square feet per minute, which is outstanding for a unit of this size. This is made possible through the use of a 3-stage filtration system. First, there is a pre-filtration mesh material layer for any floating particulate, then a HEPA filter for bacterial filtration, and finally a carbon filter to remove all those odors, which can be easily maintained straight from the unit either by washing or vacuuming. Only the carbon filter needs to be replaced, and you'll get an estimated 1 year of use from every filter purchased. And by using the patented Silent Tech technology, the unit is whisper quiet, with noise levels down to 20 dB in sleep mode, which, to give you a comparison, is a ticking watch, so perfect to clean your air while sleeping. And if clean air wasn't enough of a decision to purchase, then they'll even throw in fragrance dispenser so that you can wake up to the smell of your choice with your clean air. Quickly running through the app features. The top 2/3 of the screen shows a display of the status of the air purifier that will show you the air quality, fan speed, and light status. Below this is a large power button with the main controls for filtration, for 3 manual levels, automatic, pet, and sleep mode, which the vast majority of us are going to play with for an hour and leave it automatic for the remainder of its life. Below this is the environmental data, which records while the unit is running and records the air quality, which is shown as a line graph, with options to display on a day or month, or you can also download if required. There is an option to schedule the air purifier to turn on or off based on a pattern for days and time, and activate for a specific air purification mode or manual level, automatic, pet, or sleep. You have the option to turn off immediately and delay the turn off after a specific amount of time. An excellent feature is a reminder to replace some of the commodities of the filter and pre-filter mesh. I mean, let's face it, you'll buy it, install it, play with it for a few hours, then you'll forget all about it while it just does its stuff. Then you can turn on or off the LED, set the brightness and color, or just leave it to show the air quality. You can turn on or off the wireless charging, although I'm not sure why you want to do this, but it's available to do if you want. And finally, you can remote activate the child lock if you have little hands that like to press buttons. Now, straight out of the box, the SwitchBot Air Purifier can be paired with all the major platforms such as Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Apple HomeKit, and Samsung SmartThings. But based on my testing, this is not yet supported natively by the SwitchBot integration in Home Assistant. Well, not at the time of this recording. I'm sure things will change in the immediate future, but not as yet. However, all is not lost. If you have a SwitchBot Mini Hub or Hub 2 that supports Matter integration, then you can bring in limited functionality to turn on or off your air purifier through Matter. Now, I achieved this through using Apple HomeKit as my primary Matter controller and then integrating that with Home Assistant to bring Matter devices into Home Assistant. I explain all things Home Assistant and HomeKit related in a previous video that's available in the pop-up above and the description below. So I'll run through this super quick. First, let's add the SwitchBot Hub 2 to Apple HomeKit. You'll need to put the Hub 2 in pairing mode by pressing the on and off buttons for 15 seconds, and you'll hear a beep at the start and a beep at the end of the process. Now for me, I needed to repair my Hub 2 with Wi-Fi, but others might find they don't need to do this, so check if the repair is needed. Now open the SwitchBot app. Navigate to the Hub 2. Press the cog icon in the top right hand corner. Press Matter Setup. Press Copy the code. Now you need to add the SwitchBot Hub to Apple HomeKit. Remember, to use Apple HomeKit, you need to have an Apple Matter controller, such as an Apple 4K TV or HomePod 2nd generation onwards. You can likewise use Google Home as a primary Matter controller, but I'll just be covering the Apple approach. Open Apple HomeKit. Press the plus icon in the top right hand corner. Press Add Accessory. Press More Options. Now my Hub 2 did show up, but when adding as a nearby or other Matter accessory, this failed, which was very frustrating and time consuming. Instead, press My Accessory Doesn't Show Here, followed by the Enter code. Then paste the code that you just copied and press continue and press add to home. If you wish to automatically add to your home, press OK. Place your bridge in a room and then press continue. Give it a name and press continue followed by done. Now we have added the hub as a Matter bridge, we can add the air purifier to the bridge to make it appear in Home Assistant. This will also work for any Matter compatible SwitchBot device. So I'll add the hub temperature and humidity sensor also. Navigate to your hub. Press the cog icon in the top right hand corner. Press Matter Setup. Now you should see that Matter is now linked. In the secondary devices, press Add. Note that you can only add up to 8 devices. So if you have several SwitchBot devices, select wisely. Find the air purifier, hub to temperature and humidity, and press the plus icons to the left. These will now appear at the top of the list. Switch to your HomeKit application and you'll see the climate badge has appeared, which contains the hub temperature and humidity. Also, that a switch in the form of a plug has appeared. This is the power switch for your air purifier. As I said, hopefully Matter will support full functionality shortly. Now you can quickly rename the plug to air purifier so it's easily controllable. Now that we have the air purifier in Apple HomeKit, we can add it to Home Assistant. Open HomeKit. Navigate to the settings, which is the circle with 3 dots inside of it in the top right hand corner. Select Home, Hub and Bridges. Select your SwitchBot hub. Turn pairing mode on. HomeKit will report that it is ready to connect and providing a setup code. Press Copy Code. Open Home Assistant. Press Add Integration in the bottom right hand corner, followed by the Add Matter device. When asked if it is connected to another controller, answer Yet it is already in use. Select Apple HomeKit. Now paste the setup code that you previously copied. Press Done and Add Device. The process to add your device will start. This can take some time. Your SwitchBot hub plus the power switch for your air purifier will now be added. In my case, these were also added automatically to Amazon Alexa, as they were discovered through the integration. Now it's simply a matter of renaming the devices in Home Assistant and including into a dashboard. So the SwitchBot Air Purifier, what do I think? Should you consider it, skip it, or just go ahead and buy it? Well, if you're in the market for an air purifier, you should definitely put it on your consider list. It's not a cheap unit at $258 with the table or $219 without, that's for sure. But SwitchBot is known for quality and engineering, not cheap prices. Remember that a lot of us still pay the Apple tax, as we like design, security, and aesthetics. SwitchBot always seems to have a discount code available, and here is no different. And there is a discount code and links in the description below. The connectivity is currently under development, so you get basic functionality only currently, but expect full functionality in your smart home platform of choice shortly, either natively or through Matter. For me, I love the aesthetics, the performance was amazing, and I could genuinely breathe easier as I could literally taste that the air was cleaner and odorless. The wireless charging was a godsend and always seems to have a phone on it now. And the subtle colors that show the air quality is very settling for some reason. So for me, it's a buy it. 30% discount code and product links in the description below for a limited time only. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then hit that like button, comment and share. And if you want to have access to similar material, then subscribe or maybe become a channel member and get early access to similar material plus other perks. And if I've helped you make a purchasing decision, then maybe a super thanks or a PayPal donation. It's really appreciated. Until the next one.